If you're a chubby white lady, you may have higher levels of PFAS in your body. I got really excited when I started digging into this study and I started geeking out because, guys, they go in on like the dietary correlations with PFAS, and it's very interesting, at least to me. I can't wait to show you. PFAS are known as that toxic forever chemical. They build up in your brain and your body. And PFAS cause brain cancer, testicular cancer. It leads to a shortened lifespan. It also leads to a suppressed immune response, meaning your body just doesn't recover as quickly and doesn't respond to vaccines and antibodies and all of that, like bad stuff. BIPOC communities across the board have far higher amounts of PFAS in their water and air contamination and potentially occupational exposures, far more so than white people or than people of higher income. However, across the board, study after study after study continues to show that people of higher income and also people that tend to be white have more PFAS in their body. And okay, so the study included 572 females and 279 males. In total, it's 249 couples who attended a U.S. fertility clinic between 2005 and 2019. Among all examined factors, diet explained more of the variation in PFAS concentrations, while behavioral factors explained the least. Individuals reporting white race with a higher BMI, and that means without children, had higher PFAS concentrations than others. Fish and shellfish consumption were both positively associated with PFAS. Couples that ate beans, peas, kale, and tortillas were more likely to have lower amounts of PFAS in their body. And again, like the tortillas thing is throwing me off. I'm going to have to look into that. And so this is when it gets juicy, okay? They were more likely to have higher amounts of PFAS in their body if they'd ever used drugs. Interesting. But if they'd ever actually smoked, meaning cigarettes, made no difference. And physical activity mattered in women, but not so much in men. And then they looked at personal care products. There was a very high chance of having this type of PFAS if you use deodorant. Weirdly for women, if you wear deodorant, you're like unlikely to have that one particular type of PFAS. So there's something about men's deodorant that has this specific type of PFAS in it. And like, this is so exciting to me. So now it literally goes through like commonly eaten foods and then what had positive associations with PFAS or negative associations with PFAS. So butter, okay, a slight positive association with certain PFAS. If you drink soy milk, you're going to have less of that one particular type of PFAS in your body. Flavored yogurt, right? Lower PFAS in your body because, again, I've said this over and over. I've said this in so many videos. Probiotics, even if it's like super crappy, like Yoplait stuff, that's going to help you detox PFAS. And so you will see there were lower amounts of 4 different types of PFAS just by people that ate flavored yogurt. You had higher levels of PFAS in your body if you ate apricots. Like, what the fuck? Again, broccoli showed that you would have less PFAS in your body because that's a really big source of folate, right? And folate, higher amounts of folate in your body prevent your body from absorbing PFAS. So that jives, right? Same with peas, right? Peas have natural probiotics. I just learned this. It is so cool, right? This is onions as a garnish. Okay, so I think they're on like an IHOP salad, right? I think that's what onions as a garnish is. And sure enough, they're correlated with higher PFAS in your body. Eggs, across the board, eggs. Whole eggs were very highly correlated with higher amounts of PFAS in your body. And again, I talked about this in a previous video, but it all has to do with whether or not it's organic. And even if you're getting like local farm, like farm fresh eggs, a lot of the times there's PFAS in the chicken feed. A lot of the times they're using like shellfish or fish meal in the chicken feed, and that wouldn't be organic. And if they eat that, seafood is super highly correlated with PFAS. Every single study across the board. In general, the more meat you ate, the higher amounts of PFAS in your body. And so many studies have shown this over and over again. Here is that red wine and white wine potentially can like higher PFAS levels. And again, that could be how they grow the grapes. Not a lot of wines are organic. Most red and white wines are not organic. That's the vast majority in the market. And it does make a difference. And unfortunately, so does tea. And that would be for the same reason. Obviously not as high as seafood or wine, but there's a slight increase here. And again, yes, it could have to do with contaminated water, but it's also organic food isn't going to have as much PFAS on it. And weirdly, brownies were slightly like negatively correlated with PFAS, But homemade cake, yeah, the use of parchment paper or like the Teflon bakeware, right? Also peanuts, walnuts, again, all of these are folate rich foods. And so again, folate prevents your body from absorbing PFAS. And so if you use diet mayonnaise, like what the fuck is that? Anyways, diet mayonnaise, which just means I think mayonnaise with like a lot of sugar, that's essentially what it is. Or tortillas, you have lower levels of PFAS in your body for pretty much every single type of PFAS if you ate tortillas. I need to figure that one out. Like, I don't know what that is. But I'm glad I eat tortillas because my husband is Mexican. Maybe that's why I have such low levels of PFAS in my body, because my husband's Mexican and we eat a lot of tortillas. Who knows? Last thing I'll say on this topic is that there is a very high correlation to the amount of cholesterol that you intake and how much PFAS your body absorbs. Right? We will continue to be exposed to this in ways that we cannot control, but what you can control is how much your body actually absorbs and how much your body detoxes, which is why eating probiotics, lots of dietary fiber, and lots of folate will prevent you from having high amounts of PFAS in your body across the board.